What's going on YouTube? It has come to my attention that a game that has sort of fallen off the grid and destroyed most of its community has decided to finally make a comeback. And I'm talking about a game that I actually made a past video on my early career of YouTube last year. And of course, you know, paying some real premium content in order to get the best kind of experience to sort of see how it compares to the modern day Super Smash Bros. Ultimate title. We're talking about Warner Brothers MultiVersus. Now, if you don't know what MultiVersus is, or if you weren't part of it, or even if you were part of it, you will probably be better to be know now that the game has been taken off its live servers, which means that all the people who actually paid, like myself, decided to give this game a try, a chance, because we love Warner Brothers, because we love, back in the days, you had all the really cool cartoons coming out from there, right? You had Scooby-Doo, you have Batman, you have Batman and Robin, you have Superman. All of those kind of stuff was actually part of it. And you got LeBron James as a character in there. It was like a combination made in heaven that was just ready to come through. And most of all, it's that it was actually released for the PC, right? We all know if you play Super Smash Brothers, you are not going to play that on PC. You're just going to play it on your Switch. You're going to play it on any of the Nintendo consoles, and never once were you going to be able to play it properly on the PC unless you use an emulator with Parsec or anything else. But we don't really want to get into that, because this one I want to cover just what they wanted to address, and if it's worth it to go and revisit this. So let's have a look.
Everybody settle, please. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Get ready to roll.
Okay.
Showtime.
Oh boy.
Sound.
Showtime. Quiet.
Camera.
Scene one, take one, mark.
Camera set. And
Action.
Hi everyone, I'm Tony, game director of MultiVersus and co-founder of Player First Games.
Okay.
I'm excited to share that our free-to-play platform fighter, MultiVersus, is launching on May 28th.
I am pretty confident.
Let me just quickly hold on to that. May 28th is a special day for me. Not only because is it a special day for my family, it's actually my missus's birthday. So I'm gonna have to beg for forgiveness to give 1 hour of my time to play something like this or something.
The team has heard your feedback. We've learned a lot from our open beta. We've been hard at work, and we'd like to give you a sneak peek at what we've been up to.
Okay.
From day one, we set out to make a game that not only packs a punch.
This is what I was
makes a
talking
mark
about.
on the game genre.
It looked great. Oh
Here at
my
PFG,
god.
It's always been our aspiration to make a platform fighter that you'll love as much as we do. We've been working hard on a variety of changes and updates to deliver an improved gameplay experience, so let's get into it. A core aspect of MultiVersus is our wealth of iconic characters in the game.
Look at this. Look at this cast of characters. When it first was announced, I instantly fell in love. I was like, Tom and Jerry was in here, Superman, obviously you got your Wonder Woman and your Batman, you got your Bugs, you got the Iron Giant, like come on. You even got the Tasmanian Devil, like this is awesome. And they took it off? Show me what you got.
Fun-filled competition set against the backdrop of reimagined universes and environments. So I'm happy to say we'll be adding some really exciting, brand new personalities to the roster, along with more stages from worlds we have yet to explore.
Concept actually looks pretty good.
We moved to Unreal Engine 5, which will improve the game's visuals and character lighting. So in other
We're a
words,
fan of
chatty
that.
sandwiches have never looked better.
Unreal 5 is good. Oh, actually that does look okay.
We've rebuilt the game from the ground up to support our new netcode, to provide consistent, world-class online play. So every hit.
Hang on a second, they said consistent netcode. I mean, if it works, because they did go back and build it again from the ground up, and if it works, then that could be a really massive changer. Well, okay,
Dodge
holding to that.
and battering will be delivered with pinpoint accuracy.
By the way,
There'll be consistent
I'm a
game
Batman
performance, no matter what platform you're playing on.
gonna need
New
it.
attacks and combat mechanics for each character, putting more skill expression in your hands. We honestly can't wait to see what you come up with.
The balance of power.
Okay,
is
Black Adam.
restored.
One of the things we're most excited to announce
So
is a
badass.
brand new PvE mode that'll offer a new way to play outside
PvE?
of PvP. This new mode will introduce additional ways of playing with unique rewards.
Okay, PvE, huh?
ready for more.
Lastly, we're thrilled to announce that we'll soon be launching the Illudium Q-36 explosive space modulator that'll destroy the Earth once and for all.
Oh.
Marvin, stop hacking time. Mean nothing, Earthman.
Take 3, Mars.
This is a small glimpse of what we have in store for MultiVersus. We'll be sharing a lot more details in the coming weeks.
Okay, that doesn't look too bad.
From all of us at Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games, we cannot wait to play MultiVersus with you on May 28th. Until then,
The end.
guys, I wasn't done.
Sorry, Doc.
Yeah, you know what? That doesn't seem half bad on what they're announcing. What I'm mostly interested in is how they're gonna address the issue for players who actually paid money in the beginning, right? Because it is free to play, so you can earn your way, or you can just play on the freemium side and play whatever character that they release as free. But the thing is, one thing that the FGC hasn't really forgiven is that when you release a game and then you take it back, it's like yanking the most delicious piece of chocolate candy or even like a gummy bear. You give them a taste of it and it wasn't bad, and then you say, nah, let me just wrench it out of your mouth again, you're not allowed to have the rest, or let me take away the rest of the packet and I'm gonna go back and rework the formula. That to any FGC is just like any kid who has been stabbed really hard and started to cry, because you can't just do something like that to begin with. The most worst thing about this is that they said that they're gonna rework it from the ground up, and that they have. This is obviously footage's work in development, as they have inside here. This is in development footages. This is not final. Like, I'm okay with it, right? To any fighting gamers, if you have any extra cool graphics, I say that's really cool. Like, look at the Easter eggs on behind here. Also we got the OG Joker and all that, all different kind of batsuits. But like, the most important thing is gameplay, right? You took away the game, and then we didn't know what was gonna happen. You didn't offer a refund to most of the players back in the days, and that's the one thing that really upset all the players. Right, anyone who paid like myself felt like we got ripped off. Like, we felt like if you just let the game just sat in there, right, with your current live service, we still would have been happy, just showed out our money. Maybe we'll turn it up and maybe we'll play on one of the weekends with some of our friends. But when you took it away and we lost the ability to play, that's where it really hurt. And so I'm looking forward to what MultiVersus has to address in the future in regards to this kind of action. I know that they've already addressed this action because they wanted to just lock it down and make sure that no one keeps on exploiting a game that they deemed as failed in their eyes. But the thing is, nothing was stopping them from just making the game stay, right? And yes, live servers cost, maintenance and all that. But the thing is, you can still do a lot of different kind of things on it. Couch co-play is still a very, very viable way that most fighting gamers actually come to love. That's what they do because they realize back in the old days, right? We were born in an era without internet. We were born without netcode. We were born without being able to play on a pin. Like, if we take example, Tekken 5, there was no way we could play against someone online. We'll be lagging like no tomorrow, right? There was no such thing in Tekken 4. Right, in Street Fighter Third Strike, that only happened because it was released onto consoles. Back then, it was just you go to the arcade, you play. You go to someone's house, you play it. Right, Marvel, it was the same thing. It was not until people emulated it and then worked out how to do everything else to make people start versing each other, and that's where things started to being developed. The thing with MultiVersus from Warner Brothers, that is the biggest criticism I have for them. And after being a paying customer, I am going to be looking forward to seeing what MultiVersus has to offer on May 28th and see, if my life is worth living for on that day. Because if it's still an unfinished mess and the netcode is still bad, right, a lot of people are going to be really upset. Not only did you waste the time in development, you locked up a game that we paid for, and people are going to trust less about live service even more than the current standard, which is already in a negative. And of course, at the end of the day, the most important thing is fighting gamers just want the game. We pay you not for your live service. We pay you for your product that is complete, whether it is balanced or not. So we can muck around with our own friends at couch co-op, or just having a peer-to-peer connection, you know, just having some fun. There's obviously the competitive scene, but that's just the competitive scene, right? You do what you do and you are what you are. But for a fun platform game, right, we expect to be paid. When we pay, we get the full game, and that is it. Anything else is extra DLC that we have to deal with, or extra patches that you're happy to dole out. And so yeah, it'll be quite interesting to see what MultiVersus does in the oncoming 2 months. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments, if this actually applies to you, if you're interested, if you're a hardcore Smash fan that is just looking to get back into something that you paid for, or something that, you know, you want to give it a try. And yeah, from my personal experience, I'll tell you right now, MultiVersus wasn't a bad game. I actually really enjoyed the different ways that you presented the platform game right there, and I'm looking forward to seeing just exactly what they did in order to improve the game so much for me to come back and, you know, play some more of it. So yeah, hopefully you'll be all good. Anyway, we'll catch you then. See ya.